What's Flex?
So Flex is our take on contact center. It is really a completely different way of building a contact center. What we wanted to do is allow enterprises to get out of this cycle where if you want to customize something, the only way you can do that today is really with premise-based hardware gear from an Avaya, a Cisco, or Genesys. And you can eventually bludgeon it into submission if you throw enough time and money and professional services, but it takes 12, 24 months to make every change, right? You can't A/B test something if it takes 12 months to do your A, 12 months to do your B, and then you decide actually both of those are really bad ideas, right? So we look for a different way of how do you deliver contact center. We think of it as an application platform, essentially a programmable application. So you can deploy it out of the box. So one click and you have a contact center that is fully working with no code required, where it supports voice, video, text messaging, chat, Facebook messaging, screen sharing, co-browsing, Twitter, all of that out of the box. You don't have to do anything. The thing is, normally when you put a user interface on top of APIs, on top of an application, that's what constrains you. That's what locks you down. All of a sudden, you can't make the changes that you want, right? And the decisions that a product manager has made are now the constraints that you have to work within. And so we spent a long time thinking, how do we build a user interface in a completely different way where it works out of the box, but you can change anything? So this is a user interface that is essentially built of a whole series of micro components. For developers, it's built on React with Redux.
Oh, nice.
So you can choose to change that at any level that you want. So there isn't anything that you can't tear apart and change. Any button you can change what it says, what it does, or whether it exists.
Really?
You can add your own components inside of that. So for the developers, we provide complete access to the JSX tree, which is essentially the tree of components. And so you can interact with that at the highest level or very lowest level. You can change absolutely anything that you want. And then that's all built on top of Twilio's APIs for the different channels, Task Router, our skills-based routing engine, Studio, which has a visual drag-and-drop interaction flow editor. So the point here is you can change anything and you can choose, I just want to make some tweaks with a point-and-click configurator, or I want to deploy a quick serverless function to add something, or I really want to dig deep into this. I wanted to have a product where, as a product manager, no decision that I make ever constrains you. It comes out of the box so that it works, and you don't have to make every decision. You only have to make the decisions you care about. But there shouldn't ever be any situation where your customer service team is saying, hey, we really want to support, Snapchat as the next most important customer engagement channel, or we really need to integrate with our email, or we need to integrate with our custom CRM. Anything, no matter how crazy and far out there, anything that you want to do, you can do it inside of Flex. To me, the amazing thing is how quickly folks like Liberty Mutual have been able to go from the out-of-the-box sort of vanilla experience to something that's really, really customized. And it's not just customized, it's not just that they've changed the IVR, or just that they've changed the routing, or just that they've tweaked the UI, that they're able to do something all the way through the stack and really create an experience that covers everything.
Awesome. High five.